Hey everybody, Commander Hoopchi here with the first look we're going to take at the Horizons that just dropped. DLC for Xbox One. I'm here in my buggy. This thing is a blast. I'm having a lot of fun just down here driving around. There's not a lot on this planet to do other than use your boost jet, get up in the air. I think I could probably complete a rotation or two. Hope so. Oh, nosed it. Not sure what'll happen once I get on my. Oh, well, there you go. Anyway, so let me tell you kind of what you get with Horizons, and the two major things that I've noticed so far is, of course, planetary landings, which could lead to a lot of additional gameplay in addition to what we already have with this game. There are bases. I've landed at a base and I've looked around. There are bases all over the system now, at least in this beginning system that I'm starting at, which is kind of nice. Let me throw the handbrake on here so I can concentrate on talking for a minute. But really the two main things that I've seen so far is planetary landings with the Scarab. Now you do have to purchase a planetary landing or planetary vehicle bay for your ship, and you'll have to have a ship that has, I believe, a level 2 cargo bay to put that into. And then you of course have to purchase the Scarab itself. They're not very expensive, and if you have any kind of money at all, you won't have any problem getting those. And then you'll be able to touch down on planets and have fun, doing stuff like I'm doing right now in this buggy. I'm sure there'll be other sorts of gameplay involved as well. You do have weapons. In this case I've got a laser kind of a turret that's available on this Scarab. You do have a data link scanner on it. But otherwise it's really just a fun way to kind of get out and look a bit around the planet. It does have the boost jets, which I've already showed you, which on a planet such as this, which has a very low gravity, you can get some airtime. There is one achievement for flying more than 15 seconds in a Scarab, so make sure you get that by jumping off of a hill and holding that jump jet down and feathering it until you get 15 seconds to get that achievement. The other main thing that I've seen so far in terms of the Horizons update is the engineers. And we'll take a quick look at the engineers. I haven't had any opportunities yet to access engineer materials or to actually go through the process of getting something from an engineer, but I do have 3 that have already contacted me and said, hey, would like to talk with you. And as you can see, let's just take a look at the first one, Felicity Farseer here. I learned about this person from a public data source. I gained access because of Pilots Federation Exploration rank is Scout or higher, and now all I need to do is fulfill my initial contract by providing a unit of meta alloys. Now those can be obtained in lots of different ways. The main way that I will probably obtain those is through bounty hunting. A lot of time when you do a bounty hunt and you shoot somebody, they'll drop various cargoes, and one of the things I have seen floating around is meta alloy, so I'll pick one of those up and then go see her. She's responsible for frame shift drives, engines, and thrusters, so she's definitely one of the people that I want to go see first, because once I see her, I'm going to want to take a trip to Sagittarius A now that Horizons has dropped, and I think having that frame shift drive that could jump a little bit farther and would be capable of going greater distances will make that trip to the center of the galaxy a whole lot more enjoyable and not take as long, which is going to be nice. Once I have fulfilled the initial contract with her by providing a unit of meta alloys, she'll give me an opportunity to look at some blueprints, and I can view a pinned blueprint. I can't do that now. You can see it's in red at the bottom because I haven't given her that yet. But if you go down to the engineer help, it'll pop it up and it'll kind of tell you about invitations. Once you know the blueprint that you want, you can pin it, and then she'll send you to collect some items, and there'll be various items that you have to collect in order to be able to prepare the blueprint and make the modification. And we'll go into greater detail on that over the coming weeks. I'll do a more in-depth tutorial about getting these things done, but I just wanted to give you a quick look at it right now so you can kind of see what's coming if you haven't purchased the Horizons DLC yet. Really, there's not been a whole lot of other changes. Most of the other cosmetic changes and changes to the mission board came in the 1.6 update. But Horizons will give us the opportunity to access multiple things throughout the course of the year. One of which is going to be, being able to have more than one person, multi-crew ship, being able to have more than one person crew a ship. I'm interested to see how that works out. I wonder if that person is going to have responsibility for certain controls or certain aspects of the ship. Not exactly sure how that's going to work, but I am interested in it because I do play a lot with some other folks. And some of those folks are not all that keen on piloting, so maybe if they could run a turret or do the scanning while I do the flying or something like that, I can see that being as a really interesting thing down the road that will come along from the Horizons DLC, as well as other things as well. I'm sure they'll have some surprises along the way. I'm looking forward to what it is they bring. Does seem to me to be a little bit expensive at that $30 price point, but again, I don't know exactly everything we're going to get for that over the course of the next season, which I'm assuming is 365 days or a year of drops and DLCs and updates and things that we'll be getting. If you like this game as much as I do, though, I think that the Horizons DLC purchase is a no-brainer, and I would have liked to have probably waited till it was a little bit cheaper, but for me, and this being, my main game that I play right now, for me it's a no-brainer. I had to buy it. I'm definitely going to play it, and I'm definitely going to get, opportunities to land on the planets, interact with the engineers, and get the upgrades I need, both not only for my Explorer vessel, but I'd also like to work on, the pulse lasers from this gentleman right here. I currently use pulse lasers in my Vulture for bounty hunting, and I would love to have some, engineer upgrades on those, so I'll definitely be working my way through this gentleman in the coming weeks, and I'll try to post some of that information as well. So the main thing really for this update is, the planetary landings, which are a lot of fun to get down here and zoom around in your buggy. And then also the engineers. Those are the two main updates that I've seen. Really haven't noticed a whole lot in terms of visuals and things like that. There could be things that I haven't gotten into yet. This is pretty cool right here. You can actually, one thing that was kind of I wasn't aware of how to do initially was how to deploy the SRV, the scarab, your little vehicle that you go out and recon with. And the way you do that is that the way I do it is I use head look. So I click in the right stick and I look down, and that'll pop up this panel right here. Now, alternatively, you can also hold X and key down, and it will also go down to the panel as well. So if you can't figure out how to do that, hopefully that little tip will help you. I'm going to recall my ship right now, and let's take a look and see where he's at. Where is he? This is pretty cool, actually. My ship is just gonna come around here somewhere. I don't know where he's at right now, but he's coming. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Anyway, I've recalled my ship, and apparently he's here. I heard something back here. Where was it? Where was it? I may have to cut this out if I can't find my ship. I'll cut this a little bit so you don't... Ah, there he comes. Look at that. And there he comes. You can actually send your ship into orbit in case you're worried that there's going to be some fighting or something down here and you're not exactly sure what's going to go on. You can send your ship into orbit and it'll just kind of sit up there patiently waiting on you until you recall it. And that's really cool. And now I'll buzz over here and we'll go ahead and get up into the ship. My big Asp Explorer. I don't know that I want to land on top of him. This is the first time that I've gone into the ship, so I'm not sure if you have to be aligned properly or anything like that. We're about to find out. I hope I can fit up in here. Looks kind of tight, but we're here. Alright, and once we're here, it looks like if I hold... Oops. If I hold B... Let me see. Let's just look down and do it that way. Board ship. And now we're boarding the ship. So, hopefully that's a great introduction. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you do purchase Horizons DLC, I hope to see you out there driving around on some planet. Maybe we can buggy race at some point in the future, and we'll have a good time doing that, I'm sure. As always, Commanders, I do want to make one little note here before I get away from this planet. This planet here does have light gravity, so I haven't noticed a whole lot of issues with flying around on this planet right now. But some of the heavier gravity planets, you'll definitely want to make sure you check the gravity before you go down, because that can get problematic. And if you've got a really heavy gravity planet, it'll certainly affect your ship and could even make it impossible to land, or could destroy your ship in the process of landing. So check the gravity. I don't know what the limit is on that, but I did get a warning as I came down to this planet that was a low gravity planet, so I knew there wouldn't be any issues in terms of the ship. I was just worried about flying off the planet, but that's not going to be possible. Remember, Commanders, wherever you go in the galaxy, fly safe.